Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, many of you guys already know this right by now, but their fight is off.
Yeah, what happened?
Tommy Fury pulled out. He said he broke a rib and he had some other like health issue. And so Jake Paul on December 18th, my wedding night, is going to be fighting Tyron Woodley for the second time.
Yeah.
And said he's giving him a $500,000 bonus if Tyron Woodley knocks him out. Now, I think he's doing that because there was rumors swirling around. I think our boy Dylan Danis might have started these rumors that it was in the contract that Tyron couldn't knock out Jake. So he might be trying to dispel that rumor. Or he might just be like, I'm going to pay $500,000 for motherfuckers talk about that shit.
Yeah.
And now Tyron is taking this on less than 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
If we believe everything at face value.
Yeah.
If we believe that this wasn't the plan the whole time.
Oh.
But why would Tommy Fury agree to that?
Because he fights him later on, and it just hypes that fight with Tommy Fury even more.
I guess, dude.
Now he takes a little bit of a hit initially, but it gets bigger as it goes on. Now, there's also a situation where Tommy Fury's family, I think his pops, was calling out Jake for not wanting to take the USADA testing. So maybe he broke his rib, but maybe they're really like, I'm not going to have him fight this guy if he's not willing to get tested, and he could potentially be on roids,
Why would
etc.
they just say that, though? That's the best move, is be like, yo, this guy's not agreeing to
It looks
do steroid
pussy,
testing.
bro. Like, you shouldn't care if a YouTube guy is doing steroids.
Nah, you gotta care.
Yeah.
Now
steroids
you
are
should care
steroids.
because the kid can box. But if they're going to take this whole position, like, he can't box, he's just from YouTube, he's nothing, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to lay him flat out. And now you're like, but I want even rules, I want testing, I don't want him on performance-enhancing drugs. It's
I would
like, oh,
still
you
think,
scared.
No, just fight. Yeah, but just fight fair. That's what I'd be like. Yeah, just fight fair. If you're gonna say the kid's on steroids, I'd be like, it makes sense.
But they're already saying it's not a fair fight. They're like, I'm a real boxer and you're a YouTuber. That's not fair.
But I feel like you could spin that. You could be like, yo, if we're doing a real boxing match, you do drug testing.
You
Are you
could.
a real boxer? Then come to get tested.
100%.
I don't fight
he doesn't.
anyone who's on steroids.
But
Period.
maybe he doesn't want to throw that idea out there, because then if like people if those rumors start about Jake that he's on the roids, then it's like, oh well, these wins have asterisks next to them.
Yeah.
And then like it lowers your excitement to watch his fights. So he's like, this is this YouTuber on steroids.
So I'm saying, why doesn't Tommy Fury's camp come out with that?
Because he probably still plans to fight him later on. And
He
he's
knows
like,
that's the money
I want
fight.
to keep the value of this fight.
And he could be legitimately injured, right? Like shitty timing, it happens. Like you're training boxing. Like literally there was a video of Tyson Fury just a couple weeks ago with his father like slamming a medicine
Yeah,
ball.
I saw that. That was crazy.
You saw that?
yeah.
Slamming a what are you laughing at?
Just laughing at Mark smells so good. Flies just hover around.
Yeah.
No, they're going to Akka. They're
just-
going to
yeah,
Akka.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
passing
yeah.
by me going to
Don't try to make this
Nah,
racist.
they were going to
Don't
Akka.
try to make
Is
this
it
racist.
Tyson
racist.
Nah, that fly is in heaven right now, son. He is absolutely
How was
in
he a
heaven,
fly?
going end zone to
There was no
end
fly.
zone.
Point to a fly.
I love it, Ed. Love it. He's in your drawers.
Fake news.
He's in your drawers right now. Yeah,
The
dude.
shorts are fly though. I'll give you
Oh,
that.
thanks.
Yeah.
There's no fly. There's no fly.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, so like Tyson Fury, there was a video that he just put out recently.
His
Did you
dad
guys see
just
this?
throwing the medicine ball at
His
stomach.
pops is throwing a medicine ball at his stomach and then his ribs, and then he literally is yelling at his pops, "Break my rib, break my rib."
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, some people built different. You know, because I don't think Tommy had it like that. It's a bummer. It was going to be a big fight, and I think like an interesting fight, and more interesting than the Tyron fight.
I have no interest in this rematch.
Yeah.
I thought the 500,000 when you said it. My first thought was that's the only way he could try to get us to give a fuck. Is maybe he'll knock. This guy's gonna go for the knockout. I don't care.
Now, I think it's a good investment because in order for Tyron to knock out Jake, he has to take risk. And risk puts him in position to also get knocked out. So it's almost like you're incentivizing
Yeah.
him to fight in a more dangerous way.
Yeah.
You're incentivizing him. You go, hey, here's $500,000. If you get me, try to get me out. You're going to start lunging forward. I'm going to catch you with a counter. Sit your ass down. It was hard to catch you clean before. Now, I'm going to catch you clean because you're going to be way more antsy and way more risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also was just thinking the PR machine behind Jake seems like it's quieter all of a sudden. Since the Tyron fight, it doesn't seem. Maybe they're gonna ramp it up these next 2 weeks, but I don't hear
been
much
quiet.
about it. I don't.
What do you think it is?
He usually ramps it up like 2 weeks before the fight. Oh,
Yeah.
well, which would be now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a setup. It's a blistered pepper setup. It's like there's only one main event that night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kill me from inside.
I
Good
think
move.
I
From
think that's what it
inside.
is.
Yeah.
Yo, it's possible.
Yeah.
They just got to cancel that whole fight, man. We got more important things to do. You know, your boy getting married.